Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to the Crimson Desert. So I picked up the game last week and I've been playing this non-stop and I have put in well over 40 hours at this point. And after 40 hours, I feel like I'm in a position to make a first impressions because the game is so vast. There are a lot of systems in the game, a lot of things to do, and I've barely scratched the surface. I've made about halfway progress into the story, but I decided to stop and do the side activities because again, there's so much stuff to do, so many things to discover, so many armor sets, so many locations, side quests, activities, things like that. So right now I am at my camp here. So without giving away too much of the story, basically at the start you are ambushed and scattered by a rival faction. Your comrades are all over the place, and so you're trying to build your faction back up again. Your faction is the Grey Mins, and you are the leader, and you are basically just putting everything back together and slowly finding the comrades, and all of them specialize in something. Somebody is like a armor blacksmith, somebody is like, you know, good at making food and stuff like that. So you have all these NPCs who do various things. So we have this camp over here in the map over here. Now let me just give you a size of the map because this is probably the biggest open world game I've played. And so if you zoom out, you can see this is the main town we start in. This is Hernand. This is where we start. I'll probably fast travel here and show you one of the side quests and some of the NPCs just to give you an idea. And the good thing with this game is you can create the fog on the map quite easily. There are these bell towers that you can ring and they'll open up the fog. However, it does not reveal all the points of interest and things like that. You still have to go there, but it'll show you the roads and, you know, these buildings and things like that. So you'll see that, but you'll not see these things here. These are fast travel points, for example. So you'll see a question mark when you go near it. Otherwise, there might be question marks here, but I don't know. So yeah, so you can see these are various places here and some very, very fascinating areas to discover. And so far, I'm about halfway into the story. I decided to stop and, you know, do the side activities and discover and open up the map. And so this is the part where I have so far, you know, opened up. And this is where I had reached in the story, and I stopped there because, again, there was a lot there, and I've only like unlocked 1 or 2 fast travel points here, just in case I have to go back there. But look at this. There's another city down here. This is not even open. I haven't even been there. Another one here, all these here, the Crimson Desert of the game. Then we have more places. Varnia, this is the northernmost, I think, point in the game. And then you also have things like Paloon here, Silver Wolf Mountain. So I would say I have basically opened up half the map, you could say. By open, I mean just remove the fog. And there's so many things. Like even I was just walking around somewhere here, and there was like a ship. Yeah, look at this. There's a ship here. Pirate ship or something. So I was curious about doing that mission. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just trying to do some of the quests and some of the missions and just opening up various things. So your camp has a lot of activities to do as well. You can even send your comrades to do different missions. If you remember back from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but it's like a more advanced version of that. And you have all these people that you have gathered so far. So you have missions where you have to go and find your comrades and, you know, build up the camp. Lots and lots of weapons. I haven't even done any weapon collecting or things like that. So many bosses. So I just defeated a boss called the Stag Lord, one of the early bosses, and I was lucky enough to beat him at the first attempt. So this is his shield. So I was thinking of going and, you know, refining this further and then using this as our main shield. So let me just show you how I do that. So I'll go to the main Hernand town over here. So let's just fast travel here. Now these are missions that have popped up. So one of your comrades wanted to go and, you know, check the gambling and stuff. So I haven't done that yet. Gambling minigame, I don't know at this point. So I'll just slowly play it at my own pace and do the side activities. So you get this sort of mini cutscene. And now we are in the sort of main town, Hernand. So we are over here. You can see how big the town is. We are just over here. So there's this blacksmith just around here. So I'll go and refine the shield. But yeah, what I liked about this game so far is there's a very relaxing feel to this game, because a lot of open world games There's just constant doom and gloom. Like if, for example, The Witcher 3, if you go to Velen or those places, it's just depressing, and every corner enemies attacking you, neckers or those things. Over here, it's just very chill, very relaxing. There are obviously bandits and other people you have to deal with, and if you go into a part of town that you haven't uncovered, you'll be attacked. But you can just walk around. There's just a very nice, relaxing feel to this whole thing. So this is the blacksmith. You build up trust if you go and meet them every day and talk to them and give them
This
gifts.
forge has restored many fine blades.
Okay, man. So yeah, let's see if I can upgrade his the stag lords. Ah, there it is. So yeah, let's upgrade this, because if I can improve this, I will, use this. So you get this cutscene every time. Now the shield is improved. Let's see if we can improve this further. Yes, we can. We have the resources. I'll just do it a few times. Skip that. See how many more we can do. Some resources are a bit harder to get. Okay, we are done. So we needed 2 bloodstone. We only have 1. But it is now better
This
than...
forge is... I'll be here, ready for your next job.
It's better than the one we are using now. So, and it also looks pretty cool. So let's equip this one. Yeah, it is better now. Movement speed is reduced though. Anyway. So you can see this looks pretty impressive here. Nice shield. There are lots and lots of armor and stuff in the game. So, and of course, a lot of NPCs. So this guy has weapons to sell. You have other NPCs here. People, selling vegetables and meat and other things. So food is also quite an important part of this game. So you have to, prepare some food, and just like Skyrim, where you eat those cheese wheels to get your health during fights, you can do the same here. So there's this butcher here. I'll go and buy some meat, and then I'll prepare a few things at the campfire.
Oh, lovely.
So hello there.
Hey there, what cut you looking for? That's the sort of red you only see from the freshest meat.
So you have various, species here, let's say. So I think she's like an orc or something. So we can buy, let's buy all the meat we have here. So I'll buy all the meat. Tends to give you a lot of health during fights.
I got that in stock just for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's buy some more here. Yeah, so I just wanted to do like a sort of informal chatting type of video,
Something nice.
showing you some of what the game has to offer and my thoughts in general. Also wanted to talk a little bit about performance.
I got that in stock.
Game is very demanding.
For your return.
At the moment, I'm getting about 41 FPS, and I'm using a mixture of medium and low settings. So once you buy, food and stuff, or you get them from various places, you can prepare some items that will give you various health benefits. So if you see here, grilled bird meat will give us 120 health. If you press RB, you get like a better version, let's say. So filling grilled bird meat, this will give you 160. So we can probably make a few of these. Let's make 3 of these. So during fights, we can, heal ourselves. So we are preparing the grilled bird meat. That's a full chicken by the looks of it. Okay, now let's see what else we can make. Pickled vegetables, meat skewers, these tend to give a lot of health. Clear soup is also pretty good. Yeah, let's make clear soup. This is pretty good. And some of them also give you some resistances. So in this game, when you go into like the mountainous areas, there is, the weather is colder there, and so your stamina regen becomes a problem. So when you have ice resistance, it helps. So yeah, let's make this one here, 4 of these. We are making some soup now. How is he drinking with the mask? Okay, looks all right. Let's see what else can we make. Braised meat, there's a lot of meat here. Braised fish, let's try the fish. How much? 140. You also get spirit, which is basically used for stamina. So yeah, let's make one of these. Okay, we can skip this cooking, cutscene, I guess. Okay, that's enough for now. Just wanted to show you all of that. You also have pets in the game. So if you see dogs or cats, you can pet them. There are birds where you can put up a feeder and put some berries or something and the birds will come. So far I have 3 pets, 2 dogs and a squirrel. I've named, not squirrel, a sparrow. I've named Bob. So let's summon Bob, and Bob should arrive. There he is, and he sits on your shoulder. So Bob here, when you are fighting enemies or doing things, Bob will pick up the loot for you. So all the, enemy helmets and other things, you can pick those and sell them. Some of them actually sell for good money. So yeah, I've been doing various things around town. Let me show you something cool here, if I remember where it was. So I had done a bunch of missions here for various people, and they built a statue. Well, we kind of built it ourselves to, honor that and,
Mind yourself out there.
show their appreciation. So this is the statue that was built to
Greetings.
honor the Greymans here for helping the town. So it's like a bear being destroyed by a wolf. So another wolf theme here. The game has a mixture of various things. You can see things like the elements from Skyrim, from Witcher, Kingdom Come Deliverance, but it's more of a casual gamey game. Oh, I did not even know we had a fountain here where we could drink. Does it do anything? Maybe it gives us health or something. Anyway, so yeah, so this is basically the main town here. Now let me just show you one of the side quests, because there are a lot of quests here. So if you go in the journal section, so these are the main quests. I'm at chapter 7, 0%. So just started chapter 7, haven't done anything. And then you have faction quests. So these are the Greymane factions. So you have to find comrades, build up the camp, do various activities. Then you have the different houses in Hernand, House of Celeste, Circus, House of Robbers, Alfonso, all these people. Then you have Demonis. Like I said, I just reached Demonis, opened up a fast travel and then came back. Haven't done anything. Then you have a few other places. This is, I think, part of the quest. Then you have various challenges. Now, the way they have done these challenges, I like them. So whenever you are, going on the road, you'll see small shrines, and there's like this abyss artifact there. If you pick it up, it'll tell you the mission, like, kill 5 enemies within 30 seconds, or defeat, 3 enemies with 1 hit of your sword, or things like that, various things. Or, various, sometimes non-combat related things as well. So when you do that, you unlock the points needed to level up your skills. You also have this knowledge section here with the various things in the game, all the creatures, or there's a cat and dog and all these things that you discover, all the food, all the recipes, the weapons, bosses, and things like that. So yeah, so let me just show you this quest. So the Marquis Circus was asking for something. So let me just go and see what this quest is, and just give you an idea without, spoiling too much, hopefully, because again, this is a side quest, a faction quest rather than the main story quest. So I think his house is behind here, somewhere. I don't even remember all of them. There's so many different people. Forget who is who. Maybe I can just climb up here. I'm guessing he's inside. Also, if you might see under the X on the minimap on the left, there is like a pink something.
Yeah, hail and all that shine.
Okay, there he is.
Have either of you heard of the great thief of Hernand?
I have. It seems he robs only the rich and wealthy.
And gives his pilfered coin to the poor. There are better, lawful ways to aid them.
Even so, his popularity among the paupers grows. He'll boldly leave a letter at each scene with clues as to where he'll strike next.
Interesting.
This very morning, I discovered such a letter in my study. So what went missing? The seal of the house. No wonder we're being so discreet. Just so. The loss of the seal of the House of Circus must not be made public. I can only entrust this task to you. Will you accept it?
I have no choice.
Sure.
Also, in the cutscenes, you can show your
gazing
face.
from above. What could this mean?
From above. Perhaps mountains or a watchtower. Eye tells me a watchtower is the more likely of the two.
Search there first, if you would. All right.
Where is the letter? I want to read it myself. Piece of oaken shield manor. Blue. Okay, let's see. So you can read these things to gain the knowledge. Should you seek what I have taken, unravel the riddle and pursue me, if you have the courage. Eye of the tower thing. What is this? Piece of... okay, I think this must be the second clue left by the thing. So this is the seal, I think. The place is your eye, an eye that gazes from high above. Yeah, seems like a watchtower based on what the guy was saying. Okay, track traces near Torchlight Beacon. Track the trail in Everfrost. Track the traces at Lion Crest Watchtower. Everfrost is quite far away if I'm not mistaken. So, Watchtower is over here. Yeah. And Everfrost is, I think, somewhere over here. Oh, this is another quest. Anyway, let's just do this part because again, I don't want to make the video too long. So we can go over here and look at the first part of the mission. So it's 250 meters away, which is pretty close. We can walk there. Now, another thing with the open world here is quite densely packed. So 250 isn't far. It's that tower over there in front of us. Small tower here. But it's packed with a lot of stuff on the way, so you can get distracted very easily here. Also, you can fly a little bit, glide when you fall off higher places, so it helps you with the movement, and you don't have to worry about fall damage. I mean, you do get killed if you fall, but you can glide and slowly come down this way. You can also climb Assassin's Creed style. Again, it all depends on your stamina. So it's actually quite easy. You can climb pretty much anything. You just have to keep an eye on that stamina meter and then just rest. So yeah, I'll just do that. You can also get the horse if you wanted. This was close, so I did not call the horse. You can see our pet, I keep saying squirrel, sparrow, following us. There's also double jump that I unlocked, so you can do this. And we are almost there. Now there was a mission earlier where I unlocked the Lion Crest Tower over here. So yeah, so another fire here. So he left clues here, and if you see on the mini map, it says 35 meters and there's an arrow pointing up. So we have to go a little further up to see where this is. Study Hernand Castle. I'll take this here. I think I must have missed it last time I came. Okay, so you can see there's the pink scroll on the minimap, so it's up 30 meters. Seems a bit dark here. Last time I came around here, I had turned on the fire. Now, there's a cool thing with this particular helmet that I'm wearing. If you press your LT and RT, it will light up anything within range. Any fires within range. So that is one of the reasons I'm using this one. So you can just light everything up as you go. Okay, I thought I had already removed this. I'm also not somebody who plays with a controller a lot, so I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Sometimes you have to press two buttons at the same time, and then you can see I started shooting arrows because I hadn't timed it correctly. Alright, we are here at the top. Let's see where the clue is. Hernand apartment later. Points? Okay, I'll take the points. Okay, so it's still further up by the looks of it. Aha, I'm guessing I have to climb from the outside. No, I think we can go. I did not know we could go up here. Oh, it's more artwork sitting around. Now you can actually decorate. You have a house where you have your camp. You can actually decorate it with various items like paintings and things like that. So I'll just grab all these while I'm here. Fancy looking stuff here. I'll leave it for now. Okay, let's see. So this is the clue. Nothing on this side. Black and white blend in harmony under the order of these lands. Black and white blend in harmony under the order of these lands. I have no idea what that means. So let's read this here. This places your eye, an eye that gazes from high above. But remember, the higher you rise, the more you must look to the lower realms. Never forget to watch over those beneath you, the poor and the common folk alike. Okay. Anything on the other side? So we got a couple of clues. Why? Okay, what? Something happened.
Inspect the tower thoroughly. See that everything's repaired. Ah, it's you. A moment. Good to see you again. I'd been meaning to fix up this watchtower. But it seems there's a link to the great thief hidden here.
Yes.
So, did you learn anything?
Where black and white exist in harmony.
Where black and white exist in harmony. Could it be?
I think we're thinking about the same place. Follow the waterfall path to Duskwood, a place full of peculiar stones. The ground there is set in a grid, as if there's some hidden pattern to it.
My thoughts exactly. The clue must point there.
I'll sort things out here, see if that thief left any other clues.
Okay, so we got the next clues. Track the traces at the Three Saints Fall. Should we try and finish this whole campaign? It's already like 20-30 minutes. But yeah, I think I'll continue this on my own. So we have to go here, I think. Yeah. Trace the shadows. No, we have to go here. Three Saints Falls. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so that is basically Crimson Desert. A few things I wanted to show and talk about. This will take a while, and yeah, I'll see what else I can cover. But yeah, basically, if you are a fan of open world games, this is fantastic. You'll enjoy this. Like I said, the world is very relaxing, very beautiful. It's not as dark and depressing as a lot of other open world games where the world is ending and stuff like that. It's just very chill, very relaxing, lots of things to do, so you can play at your own pace. I would say the story part is probably just average, nothing particularly outstanding, so don't buy this for the story. This is definitely a game that you should consider if you are a big fan of exploration, discovering hidden things in big open world games. So yeah, so that is it. I'll just jump off here and fly back. But that is... Yeah, I mean, I wish I had a better PC, a higher end PC to show you all the visuals and how beautiful the game looks. Yeah, it is fantastic. I'm really enjoying this game. It's been a while since I've had this much fun in an open world game. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.